Hello everybody, joining me now is a regular visitor to our Trajectory on Location studio and a generous sponsor of the symposium over the years. Dr. Walter Scott is the founder and Chief Technical Officer of Digital Globe. Dr. Scott, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks Diane.
Thanks for being here. Now the GEOINT community is buzzing with excitement about the many new satellite imaging constellations being launched. How do you see these new capabilities fitting in with the products and services Digital Globe delivers to the U.S. government?
Well, I think it's a wonderful time of innovation, and we suspect that a number of the emerging capabilities will eventually end up delivering consequence. We're not sure which ones they are, but we're open to working with a wide range of providers. And something you might not know is that we've been doing that for quite some time in the energy space. We work with about 60% of the top energy companies around the world, including 6 out of the 7 petroleum supermajors. We work with about 25 different sources of data and nearly 100 different geospatial products. And so we are somewhat experienced in dealing with the maze of emerging sources and often unorganized capabilities and putting them in a form that our customers can use and applying the same experience we've had with the U.S. government to do that.
Wow, great stuff. Now, Digital Globe was deeply involved with the relief and recovery efforts that followed the recent earthquakes in Nepal. Can you tell us what you did and why?
Sure. Within 48 hours after the earthquake hit, we made imagery available to the volunteer community using our portal, My Digital Globe. It was imagery that was collected over the entire area, not just in the middle of the cities, but actually all the villages surrounding. And we made that available to a crowd of 60,000 volunteers. You may remember from, I think it was last year, the search for MH370, where we engaged a worldwide crowd. And we've continued to do that through crowdsourcing campaigns over the past year, running several hundred crowdsourcing campaigns. And that enabled us to identify damaged buildings, damaged infrastructure, and make that available to the first responder community.
That's very impressive. Well, earlier this year, Digital Globe became the first commercial provider of 30-centimeter satellite imagery. What has been the response from your customers and end users, and is this level of fidelity where the industry is headed?
So we're seeing strong demand for 30-centimeter, and we're getting a lot of really good positive feedback from our customers about the clarity and accuracy of the imagery, and not just the 30-centimeter, but also the advanced spectral capabilities that are available in WorldView 3. We are, as a result of that, going to be launching WorldView 4 next year, which will roughly double the amount of 30-centimeter capability that we have. WorldView 4, which will be going up middle to latter part of next year.
Wow, really great stuff. It seems like collaboration and multi-source capabilities are really catching fire in the GEOINT community. What is Digital Globe doing in this space?
Well, so in addition to the work that I described in multi-source, we have a number of things that are in play. One of them is just starting with making the data that we have available to a large group of collaborators. So we have something we refer to as our Geospatial Big Data Platform as a Service, which is essentially placing our data and third-party data in the cloud along with a set of analytic tools and software APIs to make it very easy to access. And we've announced, for example, a partnership with formerly Axelis, now Harris, to apply the Envy toolkit to make that available to our end users. Additionally, we have within GA placed some of our analytic capabilities in the public source, Mr. Geo, for example, which is a way of analyzing large raster data sets. So our belief is very strongly that this is a community where the innovation takes place as a result of the combined efforts of many players, and we want to be seen as an enabler of that.
Definitely. Well, one of the major players in this space for sure. I've been speaking with Dr. Walter Scott, founder and Chief Technology Officer of Digital Globe. More Trajectory on Location coming up. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Diane. Great.